Secretary Favila, Sheshe. To all of you, ni hao. Welcome especially to Chairman Chang Ching-lin of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. And thank you for your very comprehensive review of China's role in the world economy and the role of the Chinese entrepreneurs all over the world. Filipinos have been visited by China's most important officials in the last 8 years. President Hu Jintao in 2005, Premier Wen Jiabao in 2007, NPC Chairman Wu Banggu in 2003, and now we have Chairman Chang Ching-lin. Congratulations. Welcome to the overseas Chinese entrepreneurs from all over the world, headed by Mr. Wang Mengfu, Chairman of the All China Federation of Industry and Commerce. And Dr. Jonathan Choi, thank you, not only for being president of the Hong Kong Chinese Chambers, but also for your pushing for this conference to be held here in Manila. Congratulations for making that push on the part of the Philippines to Special Envoy Francis Chua. Thank you, Dr. Lucio Tan, for being such a big sponsor of this event, as well as to the other members of the organizing committee, especially, of course, the Federation of the Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry of the Philippines, headed by President Alfonso Wee. They ensured the great honor for the Philippines of hosting this convention. In a world that has been made smaller, much smaller by technology, there is still no substitute for face-to-face contact to strengthen old ties and form new ones. The world is more safe, secure, and vibrant when business leaders from so many nations come together as you, the world Chinese entrepreneurs, have done today to solve problems and look to the future together. That is the strength and the hope of this World Chinese Entrepreneurs Convention. To work hand in hand among the Chinese entrepreneurs from different countries and with your respective governments to forge a more perfect world. Every entrepreneur has felt the devastation of the setback of the global economy. Our collective commitment must be to make sure to learn from our mistakes, whether they are mistakes of government policy or mistakes of business and financial practices, and make sure it never happens again. As such, we must diversify our economies, work on greater cooperation while becoming more self-sufficient, and we must participate in the reform of the global financial system. It would be a travesty for finance entrepreneurs to revert to the old ways and not look back at the destruction that the financial system wrought through reckless disregard for the global good. At least among economies with a very strong Chinese business community, especially the People's Republic of China itself, we are on a solid comeback. In the Philippines and the other countries, the other economies with a very big Chinese business community, we weathered the storm better and with greater resilience. Even the Philippines, with the challenges of a developing nation, was prepared for the global shocks. It would have been worse if we had not taken the hard and unpopular but necessary economic and fiscal reforms several years ago. But we can only have done that, and we were able to do that because we had the support of the Filipino-Chinese business community. Filipino-Chinese entrepreneurs, and that means over 90% of the Filipino-Chinese population, possess a sharp business sense, the keen ability to discover opportunities, to offer goods and services that improve lives, the courage to take risks, the work ethic, focus, and determination to attain your goals. These are the qualities that have made the Filipino-Chinese crucial to Philippine development and have made them also major contributors to our country's unprecedented growth over 34 successive quarters during my administration. The sterling qualities of the Filipino-Chinese entrepreneur are on display even in activities that do not directly create wealth, or even in activities that are not directly business. For instance, the generosity behind their federation's outstanding civic program to build classrooms, or the efficiency of the Filipino-Chinese fire volunteers who are recognized as our country's best firefighters. The Chinese have been an integral part of Philippine life for a millennium. Centuries before Spain laid claim on the Philippine archipelago, the Chinese had already established a strong presence in these islands as traders. Some intermarried with natives and were assimilated. We all know that the Philippine national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, descended from a migrant from Xinjiang in Fujian province. My husband's ancestor, Son Tua, also came from Fujian. During the Spanish period, the British came and invaded the Philippines, and my husband's ancestor fought the British and was rewarded by the Spanish government with a nobility title along with vast tracts of land. I am proud to say, therefore, that my husband and my children are part Chinese. Many of our leaders in government are Filipino-Chinese. For example, my Secretary of Agriculture, Arthur Yap, is Chinese. My Chairman of the Commission on Information and Communications Technology, Ray Chua, is Chinese. My Chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission, Harry Angping, who is here with us today, is Chinese. His wife, Congresswoman Naida Angping, is the representative of the District of Manila that covers the Chinese community or Chinatown. She's also here with us today. They come from Chinese entrepreneurial families. Chinese entrepreneurs are resilient. And you, Chinese entrepreneurs from all over the world, are one reason why the world will bounce back from the global economic crisis. So, my message to you today is let us do everything in our power, in government and in business, to ensure that we do not slip back into the same patterns as before. We in government are all together, all over the world, looking for solutions to reform the global financial and economic system. And as far as the business sector is concerned, I believe in the Chinese entrepreneurs and what you can do to change the world. So I am more hopeful than ever today that the more than 3,000 overseas Chinese entrepreneurs here from more than 20 nations are testament to the vitality and promise of a strong world business community that can help breathe new life into the world economy. May you therefore have a productive and memorable stay in the Philippines, and may the outcome of your convention serve to make our world better and better. 谢谢。